What is talent by Dante Taylor? There are many definitions as to what talent is. Most agreeing that talent, most agreeing that a person is born talented. Dictionary.com defines talent as a special natural ability or aptitude as well or aptitude. Gagné also defines it as an athlete's outstanding natural abilities. An athlete's talent impacts their ability to be able to further develop within a sport and reach their full potential. Gagné 2013. The DMGT defines talent development as transformation of outstanding natural abilities, called gifts, into outstanding knowledge and skills, called talents. There are, however, ways in which an athlete's talent can be affected and can use and shape and can be used and shaped so they are able to use it. Talent be affected and developed. Talent can be impacted by a range of things from biological, social, and psychological factors. Biology refers to a person's genetics. This aspect, which can vary from person to person, it can impact a person cognitively as well as their motor ability. Biological growth affects athletic performance during childhood and adolescence for 2012. Talent development can be affected by psychological factors, which is presented in a lot of ways. Clay 1976 says, although investigations of achievement motivation, also referred to as the need to achieve or not, has steadily increased in a number over the last 25 years or so, questions continue to be raised as to what methods employed to measure it. This is referring to someone's need to achieve how bad does the athlete want it. So how an athlete may be motivated to perform well in their sport, or what drives them. There are many social factors that can affect an athlete's talent development. For example, an athlete's culture, family circumstances, and socioeconomic status. This looks at things from a sociological perspective. Socialization and life course are useful concepts to run the perspective in an athlete's development. Socialization is a process in which an athlete internalizes the social world shared with other people Internalization takes place in social interaction, in which experiences interconnect and people identify with each other. Berger and Luckmann, 1989/1966. Transfer. Some athletes will spend a long time playing and developing within one sport and then be able to transfer all of their talents into another. This is known as talent transfer. This constantly happens within sport. The aim of TT or talent transfer is to fast track talented athletes into high performance environments. Hudson et al. 2021. This regularly happens in sports now. As you can see, some athletes who are ready to retire may go and venture into a new sport. For example, here we have Frank Gore, who's a running back for countless amount of years, and he transitioned into boxing now and boxes regularly. Talent. All of these factors play an important role in athletes' development and how they are able to perform. There are other factors as well, like specialization, RAE factors, so the relative age effect and how it factors in, talent identification and talent development systems. The examination of sport activities throughout the athlete's development has specifically provided important insights into what constitutes an optimal environment for athletic development. Continue 2016. So throughout this presentation and this web series, I will be looking at several topics as to what affects an athlete's talent development, ranging from factors of biological perspectives, psychological factors, as well as social factors. And then I will as well visit into talent transfer to see how we impact an athlete's development from an outside perspective.